So now the next one, it says x is less than or equal to 1 and x is greater than 1. So my line where that's going to stop is here. So I imagine it like this. I put the boundaries here. So my first graph is going to be 1/2 x minus 4. So I start that at -4, and I go up 1 to the right 2, up 1 to the right 2, and down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2. But I only want this graphed where x is less than or equal to 1. So it's at this point here and to the left. We don't want any of these points on the right because this is where x is less than or equal to 1. I need to know this exact value of this point. So to find that exact value of the point, it's a closed circle there. I'm going to find f of 1. So that's equal to 1/2 times 1 minus 4, which is 1/2, minus 4, which is -3.5, or -7/2, or -3.5, however you want to think of it. So that point here is 1 and -3.5. Then we can graph the other line. So now we're going to graph that bottom one. We start at +3 on the y-axis, and we go down 3 and to the right 2, down 3 and to the right 2, and we keep doing that. But we only want this graph where x is greater than 1. So x is greater than 1 in here. It's an open circle because it's strictly greater than. So again, to find that point, we do f of 1, which is -3/2 plus 3, which is 1.5. So this point here is 1.5. It's not really graphed, but it's everything to the right of that. And then we don't need that point, but we needed that point there to originally graph the function. Now for the domain and range, again, this graph, it starts at 1 here, and it goes to -infinity, and it pops up over here, and it goes to +infinity. So the domain is -infinity to infinity. The range starts at -infinity, so it keeps going down, and it stops here, but it pops up onto the other line, the purple line, and it goes up to that open circle point. So the range is from -infinity up to that 1.5, but we don't include the 1.5 because there's an open circle on it. So again, to find f of 4, we look that 4 is greater than 1, so I use the second function, which is -3/2 times 4 plus 3, which is -3. And then f of -5, -5 is less than or equal to 1, so we use the first function. So it's 1/2 times -5 minus 4, -5/2 minus 4. We need a common denominator, and it's -13/2. And you can just leave it as a fraction, or you can write it as -6.5.